Okay, let's start the second part of the video. In this video, we will talk about the methods of polarization, that how an unpolarized light can be polarized with the help of these experiments or these methods. So let's start with the polarization by using Polaroid filter, that is the selective absorption. The most common method of polarization involves the use of Polaroid filter. Polaroid filters are made up of special material that is capable of blocking one of the two planes of vibration of an electromagnetic wave. If we see in the first picture, the light was coming that was unpolarized light because it was having vertical and horizontal planes. Here we use Polaroid filter, and what this filter allow? This filter only allow the vertical lines to be passed and block the horizontal waves. So we get only the vertical lines, that is polarized. Now we see in the second picture. Second picture is the face of a person, and he is having two parallel Polaroid filters or glasses, you can say. Why here the face is clear and here the face cannot be clear? Because they are perpendicular to each other, and here they are parallel to each other. When these type of filters are used, I think when we buy the glasses or sunglasses, such type of pictures are shown to us, and from that we can check that the glasses are polarized glass or unpolarized. So this is because these are made up of special type of material. Now the second method is polarization by reflection. So what is polarization by refraction or reflection? So unpolarized light can also undergo polarization by refraction of the non-metallic surface. The extent to which polarization occurs is dependent upon the angle at which the light approaches. Actually, what happen in reflection is that whenever the light will fall on the metallic surface, light will reflect with a variety of vibration direction. Such reflected light is unpolarized light because it's reflecting in all the directions, and vertical and horizontal all type of waves are going. But if the light is reflected from a non-metallic surface, it will result into formation of a polarized light or a polarization. However, non-metallic surface can like road sideways, snow fields and water reflects light such that there is a large concentration of vibration in a plane parallel to the reflecting surface. So in short, you can say that polarization by reflection can be done on if the light is reflected from non-metallic surface. But if the light is reflected from a metallic surface, then it will remain unpolarized. Now the polarization by refraction. Polarization can also occur by refraction of a light. I think this we studied in our last lecture, that what is reflection and what is refraction. In refraction, the angle of the light is changed. So polarization can also occur by changing the angle, or we can say in scientific term, refraction of light. So reflection occurs when a beam of light passes from one material into another material. Like refraction from the air, if it passes from the glass or it passes from the water or ice, its angle will be changed. At the surface of these two materials, the path of the beam changes its direction. The refraction beams acquire some degree of polarization. Most often the polarization occurs in a plane perpendicular of the surface. The light is split into two beams. Okay, Like in this reflection, only on the non-metallic surfaces reflection will happen. So same like that, in refraction there are special type of materials or crystals from which refraction happens, then it will be polarized, otherwise it will be unpolarized. The fourth one is polarization by scattering. What is scattering? Scattering means to scatter or to travel in different directions. So polarization also occurs when light is scattered while traveling through the medium. Like when the any type of light is coming to us, sometimes with the air molecules or with the atoms or some type of materials, the electrons or atoms get scattered. So the vibration electrons then produce their own electromagnetic wave that is radiated in all directions, as you can see in this picture. The light is coming from a unpolarized sunlight, and here was a molecule. Light strike to that and then scattered to in this direction, and also to the straight direction. So this we can how we can experience this. Whenever a photographer is doing its taking some pictures, from the lens he can see such type of scattering of the light. But how he avoid this type of scattering? By using Polaroid filters. This type of Polaroid filters will help to, when they will rotate these filters, it will block this scattering of the light and we can see the clear image. So light can be polarized by scattering method or by using Polaroid filters. The last one is polarization by optical rotation. The optical rotation is the angle through which the plane of polarization is rotated. This rotated when polarized light passes through a layer of a liquid. So optical rotation is the effect. I think wait a minute, let me check, maybe some text is, yes, some text is on this. So optical rotation is the effect which is determined by the concentration of chiral molecules and their molecular structure in a substance. So actually what happens in a polarization by optical rotation? Optical rotation, instead we have this lamp, and this lamp is in unpolarized light, and then we have such type of filters, and from the polarized filter you see here they was unpolarized or in all direction, and from this filter is then converted to the single vertical light, that is polarized light. Now this polarized light is passing through it, but before going to the detector, how this polarized light can be used with the technique optical rotation by analyzing the filter, and this filter we can rotate with different degrees for detecting the exact or wanted polarized light. So these are the methods which can be used to polarize the waves or for polarization. Now these all types of polarization or simply polarization is used in everyday life, in our cameras or glasses or imaging processing. So in all these of application. So your assignment is write down the application of polarization. So what is where this polarization is being used in everyday life? You can give few example. The assignment can be only half a page, not more than a page. If you want to write too much, then just maximum 1 page and minimum half page assignment, in which you can write down the applications of polarization. And I will suggest that do not directly copy from internet. You can read from the different sources from internet and then write down in your own words. Okay, this was the assignment. And secondly, I want to tell about the quiz. Next week on Monday we will be having a quiz, and the quiz will be of 20. This is lecture 22. The quiz will be from our lecture 21 and lecture, okay, from only one lecture from 21 lecture. This I can write here so that you all can remember. And the quiz will be only objective with the multiple choice questions and maybe 1 or 2 filling the blanks, but not lengthy questions. So here I can write quiz on coming Monday, and that will be MCQs or blanks. You can say objectives. And you need to prepare your lecture 21 for quiz. So you need to prepare lecture 21 for your quiz. That will be on Monday, and it will be MCQs and blanks, and it will not be a quite big, it will be only 10 marks quiz. So that's all for today's lecture. Thank you for listening.